So guys, I'm going to walk you guys through the process. So right now you need an empty bowl, clean bowl. So you're going to need 2 cups of flour, sifted flour of course. And then you're going to need a quarter of a cup of cinnamon sugar, as well as a quarter of a cup of regular white sugar. And then a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a quarter of a teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then you're going to stir that really well. You have to make sure it's combined first before you pour in your wet ingredients. So you're going to need 3 egg yolks, and then half a cup of kefir, and then 250 grams of butter, melted butter of course, and then you are going to stir. So guys, the trick here is to stir really well so you can beat out the gluten, because it's the gluten that makes it all together, and you need to do the donut to hold really well together so that when you're glazing it, it won't fall apart. So stir it as well as you can, and then we're going to put it in a piping bag and then pipe into our donut molds. Right now I'm going to use my donut maker, and I already preheated it to 150 degrees. It's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes to get ready. So I'm going to pipe it, and I'm going to make sure it is not too full. If you were using a regular silicone mold, it will still be the same process. The only difference would be you'd heat your oven to 150 degrees, but the only difference would be you put a mold in the oven for around 5 to 7 minutes. Basically the same thing. Do you guys understand? So I'm going to do another video where I'm using a regular silicone mold so you can see the difference. Okay, so now our donuts are ready, and as you can see, I overfilled my mold. That's why it spilled out. I don't know why it did that, but I don't know. Okay, so usually what I like to do is trim it, so don't worry, you're not going to see any of this mess when we're done with our donut, because I'm going to trim them with a scissor. Right now I already refilled my piping bag, so I'm going to pipe again into the mold. Basically this recipe makes me around 12 to 14. When I'm lucky it makes me 14, so I can eat extra too. But basically it makes around 12. So I'm going to leave this for another 5 to 7 minutes. Oh, it's not done, so I'll leave for a little bit more. Yeah, I think it is ready now. Okay, now it is ready. So I'm going to take it out of the mold, and it's remaining a little. That should make me around 2 or 3. So I'm going to refill the molds with the remaining I have. Okay, so these ones are so fresh. They look like a baby's butt. Anywho, so now we're done, and I'm going to remove the donut maker so we can have enough space to place our donuts. And I'm going to clean that up really fast, not while it's still hot though. So right now I'm showing you how I trim it. Usually I trim it with the food scissors. I don't trim it with the regular scissors because you know. Okay, so I like to trim it so you can make it really clean, and then it will be easy to glaze without the crispy edges poking out. So I'm going to trim all of this and then show you guys how I make the glaze and everything. Clean up time, guys. Clean up time. Okay, so it's time to make the glaze. What I do is I take 100 grams of white chocolate. Of course, you have to use good quality white chocolate, guys. There is no icing on this. And then 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and then you put in a microwave for like 30 seconds, maybe 2-3 times before it melts down. So it might not melt completely, so you have to stir it. It's the agitation of chocolate that actually melts it. It's not just the heat, so don't burn your chocolate. And then what I like to do is add some white food coloring so it can make it really bright and pretty to work with. So now it's time to glaze. So I'm going to just dip the top in the chocolate glaze and then lift it slowly. Like that's after I've allowed the drip to really drip, you get, so it doesn't drip all over. So that's how I'm going to, look what I did, like I shook it before lifting it, that way like the white glaze doesn't fall all over the place and mess everything up, because you want your work to look neat, and you know, it's for somebody to eat, so it has to look really nice. So I'm going to do that for every other donut on this table, because we have to glaze everything and then put it in a pack. Usually I use a pack of 12, but recently the lady doesn't make the 12 pack anymore. She makes a pack that contains 11, and I've searched all over. I can't seem to find one that takes 12. So right now, guys, my donuts are going to be 11 in a pack. It's not my fault, I'm sorry, and at the same price. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to glaze all of these donuts, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to, you know, dress them up and make them look really pretty. We're going to apply makeup on them. Okay, so what I like to do is allow this to dry out a little, maybe like 2-3 minutes. It doesn't take a long time. So we're going to use this edible pearls. I bought red, green, and gold, so we're going to drop some on them simultaneously. Is this simultaneously or consecutively? I used green first, and then gold, and then red. And then I wanted to stop there, but it kind of looks plain, so I'm going to drizzle some white chocolate on top of it. So I wanted to color it red or green, but I didn't want it to look too colorful, so I'm just going to put white drizzle on top of the donuts. It's going to be all pretty. Okay. It's time to transfer to the box. I'm going to continue just a little. I'm sorry. So I hope you guys learned how to make this, or you can do this with a regular silicone mold as well as home. So this is really easy. It's the easiest recipe ever. So thank you guys for watching, and I'd like you to subscribe if you haven't, and see you in my next video. Merry Christmas in advance and a happy